You guys all know Alex Pereira. Looking at his record right now, same as you, 14-1, 26 years old when this fight took place. Fighting at the middleweight, made it in 186 pounds, just on the cusp of not making it. But today we're going to be talking about not him, but his opponent, who is somebody, if you have not been in the fight sports world for a long time, you may not know the name Artem Levin. But you should, because today we're going to be watching this fight between him and Pereira. Well, note right now, look at this solid record, 47-4. That is pretty spectacular for kickboxing because you have to fight everybody. He's 27, so we might go, oh, Pereira was young back when he fought him, but this guy's only a year older. And first I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a combat gear giveaway. This is going to include an official karate combat gi, plus a pair of the fight shorts. Guys, you mean so much to me. You subscribe to the channel, you watch the videos. I am personally going to ship a Christmas present to one of you. You can get entered at this website by clicking the link in the description below. The giveaway closes soon, so get registered as soon as possible. So here we go right into the fight. Artem Levin, if you're not familiar with him, is a wizard. We're going to take a clip by clip here. I will show you guys all the important things that happen. Nice double body hook there, and right away falling to the clinch and wrapping him up with a nice knee. Pereira, I'm sure, hits just as hard back then. He's put on some weight now, so maybe a little harder now, but he was still dropping people. And I believe this was actually his debut fight in Glory. We can see it's a little different. He's not able to scare Artem Levin. Levin landing some good low kicks there. Gets the check up. When we know somebody like Pereira, who is just so dominant, nowadays, it's hard to wrap our head around the fact that there may be somebody who is better than him. And I truly believe, because I was back in Glory when Artem Levin was fighting, and I was watching him pick apart the best fighters in the world, pretty easy. Note that when he lets his hand combo go, he kind of drops his head forward. As he drops his head forward, he makes it harder for people to land because he's actually jamming them. He's jamming them with his head. Good evasion there. This is one of the few kickboxers in the world that has an unorthodox style, keeps his hands fairly low, and is really good at head movement. You'll very rarely see him put his hands or his gloves right up to his head. These guys, look at them, just swinging away. Great evasion from both fighters. Again, Artem Levin wrapping up. This was back in 2014. I was actually fighting on this card. This is where I won my 4-man Glory tournament, which qualified me to win one of those belts, or to fight for one of those belts behind me. So I actually was backstage when this fight was happening, but I got to watch as the night progressed, and Artem Levin was actually in an 8-man tournament. So he fought 3 times. This being his first fight of the night. Wrap your head around that. 3 times in one night, and you got to start with Alex Pereira. Just the ability to neutralize. Like I was just saying, those knees, you wouldn't be able to do them now because the rule set has changed, but back in 2014, you could get that kind of stuff happening. Good spinning back fist and then flying knee from Artem Levin. Very, very diverse offense from him, as well as his defense. Look at him just dropping his head. Doesn't care if Pereira throws because he has this ability to just miss with like centimeters. These big shots are whizzing by him. And Artem Levin is a great fighter. Somebody that the further the fight goes, the more he's going to improve. And that's what great fighters do. Right? They're not just simply in there going, oh, I'm going to wing it round by round. They're collecting data, they're taking in information, and then they make improvements on that. So it's been a long time since I've seen this fight, but I'd bet you a lot of money that we're going to see a stronger Levin in the following rounds. And you might be saying, what is this guy up to now? Well, he went on after this fight, like I said, to win the tournament, defended a bunch of times, had a couple of losses that were very questionable. The refs were very biased against him, taking points off. And just one day he stormed out of the ring He lost his title because he didn't finish the fight, and I don't think he fought since then. Or if he did, it was not within glory. And now he's retired, and he's actually a striking coach for some big MMA fighters in the UFC. So I'd like to take a moment to thank the partner of this episode, Status, who have the best noise-canceling headphones that I've ever used in my entire life. These things are amazing. They stay in. I've tried running with them. I've tried shadowboxing with them. I've tried the noise-canceling feature. When there's people around me talking, they nail it all. This is a quality product that I cannot recommend highly enough. It's going to be great for you if you're on the airplane with people making noise around you, babies in the corner. Great for workouts when you just want to avoid those wires. So you guys want to check out this product, you can click in the link on the description below, and with my promo code, you're going to save 10%. So round number 2, good evasion straight away. I truly believe that Artem was one of the greatest kickboxers ever. I didn't love his style. I'm not saying I love his style, but the ability to have hooks like that miss when you have to be worried about kicks coming up, he just picks apart Alex Pereira's forehead there with a nice cross. And just look at that diversity. The jab to a flying knee, falls in a different stance, and then does a spinning back fist. Once again, good evasion. Easy for him to go down to the body, even though when you go to the body, your head's ultra exposed, but he leans that head forward, throws the body hook, makes it hard for anybody to counter. Alex Pereira, even though he's trying, it's not like he's just sitting back taking a beating. He's trying, but he's just struggling to get any offense going, and I believe that's what makes this guy so good. He's so I want to say skilled at making the fight go his way. Nice attack there. Look at that, 7 shots unanswered from Alex Pereira, 8, 9, and nothing of consequence lands. That's got to be frustrating when you're Alex Pereira and you're used to being such a power puncher. You know if you can tag somebody, you can do some damage, but you're just not able to get it going. Artem Levin just knows exactly where the knee's going to land and doesn't even really care about moving back. I will say one thing about Artem, he is very good at utilizing the rules of the clinch, almost to the point where, maybe it's a little rule breaking, but he never crosses that line to me where I'm like, he's boring or he's just not fighting. Look at that, fades back, comes in, locks up his opponent, lands a couple shots from behind. Beautiful stuff. Flying knee, and you can tell right there, even though the video is going to be a little hard, that he cut Pereira there. That's why he pointed. A lot of times in kickboxing rules, they will stop fights for cuts if there's any danger to the eye. And definitely in an 8-man tournament, Artem Levin is looking to finish this as quick as possible or to get out as safely as possible. I love how he throws his kicks and then falls forward to a spinning back fist. Dirty little uppercut on the inside there. Doesn't care about standing right in there with Alex Pereira. Not scared at all. And one of the reasons that this guy, I believe, doesn't get too tired is he's really okay with falling into the clinch, literally hugging the guy. He just kind of bear hugs him, but with minimal effort, and just gets his head buried in there. And it becomes very difficult for the other guy to do anything, but I think Levin is relaxing in those moments. There's that cut, it's under the eye, so they don't have to worry about the fight stopping. If you have not watched Artem Levin fights before, you should. Like, these slow motion replays here show you just how good he is. And it's hard to wrap our head around just how good he is a lot of times, except you all know how good Alex is. Even though this is in the early stages of his career, he is still incredibly dangerous. And he had such a spree in glory. Like, just knocking people down, winning belts at multiple weight classes. This guy he's facing tonight is extra special. Good combo there from Pereira, but again, nothing of consequence really landing. Just note the footwork. Let's take a look at the footwork of Levin, because he just did a nice little slick step off to the side. Let's see if he gets any more of those going. His body shots are so odd. Like, he'll drop his hand right down and just kind of swat. And normally dropping your hand down low and then attacking is going to leave you open. But his eyesight's just so good that if somebody does counter, he can pull the plug. Good dirty inside boxing here. Hits, 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 wraps up the arms. Hits, 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 wraps up the body. I'm stunned by this guy. There's a couple people in the kickboxing world where I just go, wow. Very few people can like full on impress me where I'm going, wow. And Giorgio, when he was just on this massive win streak and picking the best guys in the world apart, nice sweep there, he was a wow factor. And Artem Levin, for me as well, has that factor where he can make exceptional fighters like Pereira look far less than exceptional. Make them look like he's just toying with them. And it's almost a shame that the heyday of his career was right around the time I was winning my belts as well, because they just weren't getting as much notoriety. I got a little bit more after because I stuck around, went to Bellator. He kind of retired right when I was leaving Glory. And it just hadn't really got as much fame then. And this guy would have been just spectacularly famous, if not for his excitement factor, just for how good he was. 45 seconds left here. And keep in mind that, how does he get to his opponent's back so easy? Keep in mind that this is not him putting out full effort too. You have to believe that Pereira is now. Look at him wing those shots. They're missing. But Pereira's going to go for the KO. But Artem Levin, he already knows he's won this fight. He knows he has to fight 2 more times tonight. So he's cruising. And he's still winning as he cruises. It's beautiful there. Hits him. As soon as Pereira guards up, wraps him up. Simple work. This is like Floyd picking apart his opponents. Backs up, moves forward on the attack, clenches, just nullifies everything. This dude is somebody that you have to watch if you want to see kickboxers who move in a different way than the normal traditional Dutch style way. Artem Levin is from Russia. He's created a very interesting style, very intriguing. We can all learn from it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this fight with me today, seeing these clips of what I believe is one of the best kickboxers in the entire world of all time. If you did enjoy it, please give the video a like. If you haven't already, join the channel, get subscribed. As always, guys, train hard, and I will see you back here soon for another video.